numbers. This consists of 25 questions. After the session, you will get a Google Form paper. I supposed to do an online test to evaluate the lesson after finish this session, right? The last week also we did the fraction session, right? Today decimals, and usually we used to do every Wednesday general paper, but I have changed this one because I feel that I have to do a session about decimal numbers. Many of the students doing a lot of mistakes while they are doing the decimal numbers. So we'll start the session. First one, express the fractions with denominator 10 in the decimal numbers. I have arranged this in question form. So by questions, one by one, I am going to solve all the problems related to decimals. Right? Now, not only solving the questions, right? Not only solving the questions and getting the answers, I am going to explain total thing about the decimals. But I have arranged this in question form. Express the fractions with denominator 10 into decimal numbers. Now here, denominator in this all the fractions, denominator is 10. Usually when you are doing, you used to do it like this, no? 1 divided by 10, right? When 1 divided by 10, 0 point, here 1 don't have 10, so 0 0 times 10, 0, 1 remainder, borrow 0, then 10, how many tens? 1. 1 times 10, 10, 0 here. Then answer is 0.1. Now, except following this long method, you have a very short method to do this. Now look at below the line, it means denominator 10, this consists 10, right? The denominator, now we are going to talk the fractions of denominator powers of 10. Powers of 10 is mean 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 3. Powers of 10, 10 to the power 1, 10, 10 to the power 200, 10 to the power 3000. Now we are talking power 10 to the power 1. This denominator contains 1 0. While we are dividing, its decimal place moving one place towards the left hand side. It means one decimal place back. Then decrease in the value, value of the numerator. Then 1.4. At the denominator 10 is there. Answer contain only one decimal place. This here denominator 10, one decimal place to this side, 8.7. Denominator 514. Denominator 10, one decimal place to this side, 51.4. Denominator 10, one decimal place towards the left hand side, 0.3. Denominator 10, one decimal place toward this side, 2.7. Denominator 10, one decimal place toward this side, 12.7. Denominator 10 here also, one decimal place toward the left hand side, 234.5. Now you have one conclusion about this. What is this? All the answers contain one decimal place when denominator is 10. Right? Only 1 0 at the denominator, one decimal place at the answer. Right. We'll go to the next question. Question number 2. Now look at denominator. You can see 100. It means 10 to the power 2. Without following the long method, you can do like this. Look at denominator 2 zeros. Then what can you say about that? Then answer contain 2 decimal places. Right? When dividing by 100, at the numerator, decimal place moving 2 places towards the left hand side. Now decimal is here, 0.01. Now when dividing by 100, it's moving 2 decimal places towards the left hand side, it means 0.24. When dividing it by 100, this one, fifth question, 94 divided by 100, this decimal place move in 2 places towards the left hand side, 0.94. Second question, I have jumbled this thing. Second question, 723 divided by 100, it's moving 2 decimal places towards the left hand side, 7.23. 1255. Look at here, two zeros at the denominator, 2 decimal places towards the left hand side, 12.55. 2 decimal place over the line, 2 decimal places moving towards the left hand side over the line, because below the line contain 2 zeros, 23.45. Here 100 at denominator, then answer contain 2 decimal places, 2.15. Here 2 zeros, then 2 decimal places toward the left hand side, 123.47. So what is your conclusion? When denominator contain 2 zeros, then answer contain here, what is this? Answer contain 2 decimal places. Then you can decide the decimal places according to the number of 0 at the denominator. Question number 3. So I think all of you have done it now, right? 3 zeros at the denominator, 3 decimal places to back, right? To left hand side. 1, 2, 3. Then what is the answer? 0.006. And here 1, 2, 3, 0.064. Here 3 zeros here below the line at the denominator, 3 decimal places towards the left hand side, 1.723. Here 3 zeros below the line, 3 decimal places towards left hand side, 0.525. 3 decimal places over the line, 3 zeros below the line, 3 decimal places towards the left hand side, 0.195. 3 zeros, then 3 decimal places towards the which side? Left hand side, 54.275. 3 zeros at the denominator, 3 decimal places towards the left hand side, 0.345. 3 zeros at the denominator, 3 decimal places towards the left hand side, 12.347. Then common conclusion we can arrive. We can decide the answer when we are dividing a fraction by a multiple. Denominator is a power of 10. Then you can decide the decimal place of the answer according to the number of zeros. When converting fractions with denominator, which are powers of 10. Decimal places depend on the number of zeros in the denominator, right? 0.5. Here then 0.12. Here 0.456. 0.21. No, 0.0215 because 4 zeros at the denominator, 4 decimal places, right? 4 decimal places to backwards. 0.0215. Question number 4. Express the fractions with denominator where not powers of 10 were represented as decimal numbers by using equivalent fractions. So what do you have to do? You have to convert this denominator to denominator of 100. That means equivalent fractions with denominator 100. So what you have to do is 100 just divide by 25 and see from which number we have to multiply this denominator. 100, how many 25s are there? 4. Then multiply this is by 4. Over the line also multiplied by 4. 12 multiplied by 4, 48. Then 25 multiplied by 4, that is 100. 48 divided by 100. It's moving to decimal places towards the left hand side. Then decimal is here 0.48. Then look at the second question. Second question 23 over 50. So what you have to do? You have to multiply this is by 2, this is by 2 to form the denominator 100. So multiply this is by 2, this is by 2, 46 over 100, that is 2 places toward this side, 0.46. Then now look at this thing, 7 over 20. It means 100 divided by 20, that is 5. This is by 5, this is by 5. So 7 times 5, 35 over 100. Then answer is 0.35. 17. Then 100 divided by 4, 25. This is by 25, this is by 25. Then what is the answer? 17 into 25. 17, 25. 5 times 7, 35, 3 remaining, 5 times 1, 5 and 3, 8. 2 times 7, 14, 1 remaining, 2 times 1, 2 and 1, 3. 5, 12, 1 remaining, 425. 425 over 4 times 2500, 2 decimal places towards the left hand side, then 4.25 is the answer here. Then here we can write 5 plus 1 over 25, then 5 plus, first we can do only this thing because 5 is whole numerical part. You have to convert only this fractional parts to the denominator of 100. And there are two methods. If you want, you can convert this to improper fractions. And then also you can do that. More than that, it is easy for you. Only remain in this part, a fractional part, then write 1 over 25. Then convert the denominator of 100, multiply over the line and below the line by 4. 4 over 100. Then 4 divided by 100, 2 decimal places towards the left hand side, 0.04. Add 0.04 to the answer, then 5 plus 0.04, 5.04. Then I will show it here. Answer is 5.04. So how it happened? Now look at here, 0.04 at 5.04 is the answer here. 77 over 125 is fourth question. Then look at convert the denominator 1000. This is exceed the 100, so convert the denominator to 1000. 1000 divided by 125 and see, that is 8. Then multiply below the line by 8 over the line by 8. Then 77 into 8. 8 times 7, 56. 5 remaining, 8 times 7, 56 and 5, 61. Divide by 1000. 3 zeros at the denominator, then answer contain 3 decimal places, right? 1, 2, 3 places to this side, 0.616. Then here whole numerical part and fractional part, 33 over 40. So what can you do for this fractional part? You can write this fractional part as denominator of 1000. If you take the 100, it is, you can multiply it by 2.5, 2.5. No, I am not going to do so. 1000 divide by 40. There are 25, right? Yeah. 0, 0, yeah, 104, 25. Then this is by 25. Then 33 over 40. Denominator by 25. Then numerator also 25. Then 1000 at the denominator. At the numerator, then 33, 25. 5 times 3, 15, 1 remaining. It is easy for us to multiply 25 by 33. 3 times 5, 15, 1 remaining. 3 times 2, 6 and 1, 7, 5, 7. Then 5, 7 and 5, 12, 1 remaining, 825. Now, denominator contain 3 zeros, then 3 decimal places at the answer. So, you can add 0.825 to answer. Then you can write 6 plus 0.825. So, what is the answer? 6.825 is the answer here. 6.825. You know how to add, right? So I will show it here. 0.825. 5 to 8, 6.825. Now look at this is also as mixed fraction. Then you have to concern the whole numerical part 2 plus fractional part 7 over 50. Right? Now you can convert this fractional part 7 over 50 to denominator of 100. To convert 50 to 100, this is by 2, this is by 2, 14 over 100. Then you can write 0.14. Then you can write 2 plus 0.14, 2.14. The answer is 2.14. Because 14 2 decimal places towards the left hand side, answer contain 2 decimal places, then 2 plus 14, 2.14. This is the answer here. If you haven't completed the tutor, you can complete now. Express the fractions with, now we have done this one, find the value of each of the following. Then decimal multiplication also easy. If you are multiplying it by power of 10, like 10, 100, 1000. So you can move decimal place according to the number of zeros towards the right hand side. It's mean opposite side. Earlier back, it's mean left hand side. Now it is front towards the right hand side. Now 1 0, then answer contain here. This is moving one place toward the right hand side, 27.8. Here also one decimal place toward this side. Then answer is 40.8. So here also when multiplying by 1000, it is moving 3 decimal places toward this side, 56. Here also 4.09 10 to the power 2 is mean 100, 2 decimal places towards the right hand side. It means towards the front side. Then 409. Then 2 decimal places, no, 3 decimal places forward, right? 9.45 into 1000, 3 zeros, then 3 decimal places forward. 9,450 is the answer. Here also 12.342, 3 decimal places forward, 1 decimal, 2 decimal, 3 decimal, 12,342. Multiplying a whole number by a decimal number. Multiplying a whole number by a decimal, whole. Right? It means 7 into 8. 8 times 7, 50. 7 times 7, 49. 56. Right. We can write here 8 times 8, 64. 56. Here 56. So here contain plus multiply. Now separate the decimal one decimal place. This way. But except doing so, we are going to explain this method. 7 into, you can convert this to a fraction of denominator of powers of 10. This is 0.8, one decimal place, then denominator contain 1, 0, then 8 over 10. You can write it as like this, right? Then if it is straightly difficult for you, you can write it like this, 7 into 0.8, just imagine 1 below the line. Here contain one decimal place. To remove this one decimal place, multiplied by 10. This is also multiplied by 10. 7 into 8 over 10. Now 7 and 8 over the line. 7 times 8, 56 over 10. So it's moving one decimal place towards the left hand side because denominator 1, 0. 5.6 is the answer. Second question, 7 into 2.33. Multiply this. Then even I told you straightly 7 times 8 is 56. Don't concern about the decimals. Now look at one decimal place here. So separate decimal place 5.6. Straightly you can get the answer. Here also, right? Before that I will do this method. 7 into 2.33. That there you can see two decimal places here. So at the denominator, it means there should be 2 zeros. To remove these two decimal places, this is by 100. This below the line also by 100. 7 into 233 over 100. Now multiply this 7 times 233. 7 times 3, 21, 2 remaining. 7 times 3, 21 and 2, 23, 2 remaining. 7 times 2, 14, 14 and 2, 16. Divide by 100, right? Two decimal places to this side, 16.31. Then except doing so, it means don't concern the decimal places, plus multiply 7 times 233, 1631, 1631. It means now it's contained two decimal places here. Then two decimal places at the answer, 16.31. And 5 into 0, 8.03. 5 into two decimal places here. So 803 over the line. Below the line should be 2 zeros. This means denominator 100. Then you can write this decimal as fraction straightly now, right? Because you have a knowledge about that. Right. 5 times 803. 5 times 3, 15. 1 remaining. 5 times 8, 40. Divide by 100. 1, 2. 40.15. Two places towards the left hand side. 12 into 19.4 contain one decimal place, so 194 over the line, and below the line write 10. Now 12 into 194. 12 times 194, what is the answer? 4 times 2, 8. 2 times 9, 18, 1 remaining. 2 times 1, 2 and 1, 3. 4, 9, 1. 8, 12, 1 remaining. 4 and 9, 13, 1 remaining, 2. Then what is the answer? 23,000, sorry, 2,328. 2,328. One decimal place. Divide by 10 is mean one decimal place. Then 232.8. Except doing so, you can straightly get the answer. Multiply 12 times 19.4. Answer is 2,328. This one contain one decimal place. Keep the decimal place here. Now hereafter I am not doing like this. So I am going to get the answer straightly because I have done 4 sums like that. Right? Then 7 into 0.8, 7 times 8. Same thing we have done that. We have to do the 5 and 6. Right? 5 and 6. 15 into 1.91. So straightly 191 by 15. 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 9, 45. 4 remaining. 5 times 1, 5 and 4, 9. 955. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 9, 9, 1. 5, 6, 18, 1 remaining. 2,865. So look at here. How many decimal places here? 1, 2 decimal places. So separate 2 decimal places here. 1, 2. So decimal place is here. You can write the answer 28.65. It is better when you are writing the answer in the paper. Don't keep like this and put this thing. So you can write 28.65. Keep the answer clear like this. Right. Next question. Sixth one. 32 into 24, 4.64. Then 2,464 multiplied by 32. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 6, 12. 1 remaining. 2 times 4, 8 and 1, 9. 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 4, 12. 1 remaining. 3 times 6, 18 and 1, 19. 1 remaining. 3 times 4, 12 and 1, 13. 1 remaining. 3 times 2, 6 and 1, 7. Then you can write the answer here. 8, 4, 9 and 9, 18. 1 remaining. 5 and 3, 8, 7. Then what is the answer? 78,848. Now, this is not the answer. You have to separate the decimal places. 2 decimal places here. Then 2 decimal places towards the left-hand side. 788.48. Even you can do it other method also. A little bit I just explain it again. 32 into 24.64. 2 decimal places here. So 2 zeros below the line. 32 into 2,464 over the line below the line 100. Then 32 into 2,464 is means 78,848 divided by 100. Then 78.8, sorry, 2 decimal places, 788.48. This one also, if you want, because we are learning here, we are not gaining only the answers for the sums. Here, 15 into 191 over 100. So 15 into 191, 2,865 divided by 100. 2 decimal places toward the left hand side, 28.65. I think you already finished writing this, right? We'll go to the next question. Question number 7. 678 into 4, and hence write down the value of each of the following multiplications. So nothing to do. They have already multiplied 678 by 4 and given for us. But no, we have to multiply 678 multiplied by 4 and see. 4 times 8, 32, t remaining. 4 times 7, 28. 28 and this 3, 31. 3 remaining. Then 4 times 6, 24. 24 and 3, 27. 2,712. 2,712. Then right here 2,712. 2,712. But this is not the answer. Now start to separate the decimal places. Here contain one decimal. So one place towards the left hand side. Then answer is 271.2. Here two decimal places here. So separate two decimal places here now. Decimal is at between 7 and 1, 27.12. Now separate the three decimal places 1, 2, 3, 2.712. Then answer is 712 is the answer here. Question number 8. Question number 8. 29 into 2.9 into 0.9. So easy to follow earlier method. Two methods are there. One decimal place here 2.9. So 29 over 10 into one decimal place here. Then you can write 9 over 10. 9 times 9, 81. 8 remaining. 9 times 2, 18 and 8, 26. 261 over 10 into 10, 100. Then at the denominator, 2 zeros. Then 2 decimal places towards the left hand side. Then answer is 2.61. Then except doing so, 29 into 9. 9 times 9. 81, 8 remaining, 9 times 2, 18 and 8, 26. Write the 261 here. Now look at two decimal places, separate. Straightly you can get the answer like this. So we are going to follow this way, but I am explaining because you are still learning, right? Then 30.8, one decimal place, denominator 308 with one decimal place here, so denominator 10. Then here two decimal places, denominator is 100, right? 8 over 100. Then now multiply 308 by 8. 8 times 8, 64, 6 remaining. 8 times 3, 24, 2,464. Over the line 10 into 100, 1000. So this is here moving three decimal places towards the left hand side. Then 2.464 is the answer. Except doing so, you can straightly write the 308 multiplied by 8. 308 multiplied by 8 and write the answer. That is 2,464. Here two decimal places, here one decimal places. All together you have to separate 1, 2, 3 decimal places. Then answer is 2.464. You can follow this method as well. Right. Question number 8. We have done question number 8. Question number 9. Multiply a decimal number by a decimal number. Right. Both contain the decimal. That earlier one also we did like that. Decimal number by a decimal. 1.31 into 0.91. Except concerning about the decimal places, multiply 131 into 91. 1 times 3, 3, 1. 9 times 1, 9. 9 times 3, 27. 2 remaining. 9 times 1, 9. 9 and 2, 11. 1, 12, 9 and 3, 12, 1 remaining. Here 9, 1, 1. 11,921. So how many decimals here? Here containing 2 decimal, here 2. Altogether, how many decimal places? 4 decimals. Now start to separate 1, 2, 3, 4 decimals. Then separate answer is 1.1921. Now this means 0.06 into 0.06. You already know 6 times 6, right? 6 times 6, 36. Write the 36 here. Now count the decimal places here. 2 decimal places, 2 decimal places. Only multiplication we are doing so, right? Then 2 and 2, 4 decimal places. Now separate 4 decimal places. Then 1 place, 2 place, 3, 4. So what is the answer? 0.0036 is the answer. 0.0036. Question number 10. That is also multiplying a decimal number by a decimal number. Question number 10 also multiplying a decimal number by a decimal number. Then 1.23 into 5. Then 123 multiplied. 123 multiplied by 5. 5 times 3, 15. 1 remaining. 5 times 2, 6 and 1, 7. 5 times 1, 5. 575. Now count how many decimal places here? 2. Here 1. 3 decimal places. Separate 1, 2, 3. Then 0.575 is the answer here. 0. Again multiply. 123 multiplied by 5. 5 times 3, 15. 1 remaining. 5 times 2, 10 and 1. Sorry, something wrong. 5 times 3, 15. 1 remaining. 5 times 2, 10. 10 and 1, 11. 1 remaining. 615, right? Sorry, yeah. 615. 615. 2 decimal places. 1, 2. 6.15. This is the answer here. 475 multiplied by 4. 4 times 5, 22 remaining. 4 times 7, 28 and 2, 33 remaining. 4 times 4, 16 and 3, 90. Now count here. Nineteen is the 0.19 is the answer, because here contain 4 decimal places, not the 2, right? 4 decimal places toward this side. Three times 5, 15. 15 times 9. 45. 4 remaining. 9 times 1, 9 and 4. 135. 1 decimal. 1 decimal. 1. That is 3. Here 6. 2 decimal places. 0.6. 4.06 is the answer. Question number 12. Now, when we are doing, some children, they used to do 0.09 subtract 0.09. No, we are not doing like this. We have an order of simplification. That is BODMAS order. BODMAS. But it is every day I am saying from grade 6 to 6 up to 8. Right? Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Right? So, first of all, you have to do the multiplication of this. 0.09 minus 9 times 3, right? 27. Now count the decimal places. How many decimal places here? 2, here 2. Altogether, 4 decimal places. Now look at here. 4 decimal places here. So, 2, 3, 4, right? Decimal is here. Then add this 0.09, so subtract 0.0027. Then you can do the subtractions like this. I just do the rub work 0.09. Then I will add another 2 places to this side. Then 0.0027. 10 subtract. Here don't have 0, then borrow 1 to here, then borrow 1 to here. 10 subtract 7, 3. And here remaining 9. 9 subtract 2, 7, 8. Then 0. 0.0873 is the answer here. And now look at this thing. First, you have to do the bracket simplification inside the bracket. 1 minus 0.7. This 0 no need. 10 subtract 7, that is 3, 0.5. Right? 0.3 squared. It means 0.3 times 0.3. 3 times 3, you can multiply it and write the answer here, but this is not the answer. You have to separate the decimal. 1 decimal, here 1, altogether how many decimals? 2 decimal places. So, separate these 2 decimal places. 1, 2, then 2 decimals. Then answer is 0.09. And look at it. And you can complete your tube. 0.09. Question number 13. Question number 13. 221 into 12, 2652. Then 22.1 into 1.2. Multiply it and write the answer. That means 221 into 12 is 2652. Here 1 decimal place, here 1 decimal place. Altogether 2 decimal places, 26.52. Right? Next here 2.21 into 1.2. Right? Then here also you can write here 221 into 12. What is the answer here? 2652. Then 3. Altogether here 2 decimal places. Here 1 decimal place, 3. Separate 3 decimal places. Then answer is 2.652. And look at here 2 decimal places. Here 2 decimal places, altogether 4 decimal places. 12 into 221 is 2652. Separate the decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now decimal is here 0.2652. Let's do the next sum also. 1.2 into 0.221 multiply, then 12 into 221, that is 2652. Then how many decimals here? 3 decimals, and here 1 decimal. So altogether 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. Then 4. 0.2652. Right? Next question. 0.021 into 1.2. Then 0.021 into 1.2. This is a little bit different from this. It's okay, we'll do this. 2 1 here, that's why. 21 into 12. Type in mistake. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 2, 4. 42. That is 1, 2. 2, 5, 2. So, what is the answer? 1 decimal, 252. 1 decimal, 3 decimals altogether 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0.0252. This is the answer here. Next question. Question number 14. Simplify. Here, do subtraction, multiplication. So firstly, what you have to do? Multiplication of this. 0.12 minus 3 times 3, 9. How many decimal places? Here, 2, 4. Then subtract 9, 1, 9, 1, 1. Right? What is the answer here? 0.1191. 0.1191. Then here bracket simplification first. Then 3 subtract 0.5. Then 0 here, borrow 1 to this side. 10 subtract 5, 5 here remaining 2. 2.5 into, 2.5 squared. 2.5 into 2.5, 625. 2 decimal places, 6.25. Next question. Dividing whole number by a decimal number. Whole numerical part and the decimal part. Now we are going to talk about the division of the decimals. Then 48. This one contain 1 decimal place. We are going to write this decimal as a fraction first of all. Right? Contain 1 decimal place. You can write 8 over 10. 1 decimal place, denominator at the denominator 10. 48. Try the reciprocal then. Right? We have learned fraction at the last seminar, last Wednesday. So this is combining with, that's why today I already put the decimal session. Right? If not, I supposed to do a general paper. Suddenly I changed. I thought it is easy for us. So last session was about the fraction. This session is about the decimal. So now this fraction with the division sign, now we are going to write this with the multiplication signs, 10 over 8. Now cancel out how many 8s are here? 6. 6 times 10, answer is 60. Even you can follow the long division method, 48, then divide by, then when we are removing the decimal, you can write 480 divide by, then some children used to do like this, 48 divide by 0.8. We don't like the decimal place. This is by 10. This is also by 10. Then 480 divide by 8. Right? Then also you can get the answer 60. If you like this method, you can follow. More than this, I think this method is easy for you. Right? Look at here. 48 and 0.8. Write like this. We want to remove this decimal place, 1 decimal place at the denominator, that is by 10. This is also by 10. 480 over 8. Then 48, how many 8s are there? 6, 0. 60. One of the method you can follow. Next question. This is also 63. Here 1 decimal place. Then you can write 12 over 10. 63 into, write the reciprocal, 10 over 12. Now cancel and see how many 3's are here. 4. How many 3's are here? 2, 1. Now you can cancel 10 and 4 divisible by 2. How many 2's here below the line? 2. How many 2's here? 5. Now multiply 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 2, 10. Divide by this 2. Even I can cancel like here, but I am not straightly doing for you. 10 divided by 2, 5. 5, how many 2's? 2. 52, 1 remainder, 52.5. Except doing so, you can follow this method also if you like. Write at the numerator 63, denominator 1.2. This contain 1 decimal place to remove the decimal place by 10. This is also by 10. 630 over 12. Now cancel out 12 and 63. How many 3's? 4. How many 3's? 2, 1, 210. Again by 2. Again by 2, this one. How many 2's for this? 1, 0, 5. Then 105 divided by 2, that is also 52.5. Any of the method you can follow. Question number 16. Question number 16. 7 divided by 0.28. 7 divide here contain 2 decimal places, then denominator contain 2 zeros, then 28 over 100. 7 into, write the reciprocal with the multiplication sign, 100 over 28. How many 7's here? 1. How many 7's here? 4. Now cancel out this 104. How many 4's here? 1. How many 4's here? 25. 25 is the answer. If you prefer, you can follow this method. This is by 100. This is also by 100. 700 over 28. 700. How many 28's are there? How many 7's here? 4. How many 7's here? 125. 11 divided by 0.44. Then it's mean 11 divided by 44 over denominator contain 2 zeros. It's mean 100. 11 into, write the reciprocal, 100 over 44. How many 11's? 1. How many 11's? 4. Then 100 divided by 425. Then except doing this, you can follow the method, other method. Then 11 divided by 0.44. This is by 100 to remove the decimal places by 100. 1100 divided by 44. Cancel out how many 11's? 4. How many 11's? 100. 100 divided by 425. Right? This method. We'll go to next question. 82. At this dividend contain 3.282 decimal places. So denominator have 2 zeros. It's mean 100. 328 over 100. 82 into reciprocal of this is upside down change. 100 over 328. Then 82 into 100. Now let's cancel out how many 82's. It seems to be 4, right? 4. 100 divided by 4 is 25. You can write the answer. 100 divided by 4, 25. Answer is 25. Even for this also you can apply this method, right? Then you already know about because not only to learn one method, I am asking you should have idea about the 2 methods. And most easiest one you can select, right? Because we want to gain the knowledge. Find the value of each. We have done this. We are going to the next one. Question number 17. 12 divided by 0.48. 12 divided by 0.48. It means 2 decimal places, then denominator contain 2 zeros, 48 over 100. Then 12 into reciprocal 100 over 48. How many 12s here? 1. How many 12s here? 4. 100 divided by 4, that is 24. 25. This also 25. Then 475 divide by, then this one contain 1 decimal place, so 25 over, then denominator contain 1 0, that's mean 10. 475 into 10 over 25, then 125, how many 25s are here? 104. 400 there are 4 times 4 16, and 75 there are 3, altogether 19 are here, right? Then 19 into 10, 190. Then 97 divide by 2.5. This means 97 divide by 2.5 is mean 1 decimal place, at the denominator 1 0, 25 over 10. 97 into 10 over 25. Now divide and see 97 by 25. 3 times 25, 75. To remainder, here borrow, subtract 2, 22, 220 then. Put the decimal place, 220. How many 25s are there? 8. 8 times 25, 200. Again 200, 8. 3.88. Then 3.88, this thing, into 10. So what is the answer? 1 decimal place, moving towards the left hand side here. 38.8 is the answer. Write down this. If you want, write down, you can complete. Question number 18. They have given 198 divided by 11 equals 18. So it is easy for you to do like this. 198 divided by 11 over 1 decimal place, at the denominator 10. 198, then write the reciprocal with multiplication sign 11. Look at 198 divided by 11 given here. So answer is 18. 18 times 10, 180. The other method, 198 divided by 1.1. This is into 10, this is into 10. 1980 divided by 11. Then 11, 98, how many 98s? 18. And this 0, 180. You can write here 180. The next one, 198 divided by 2 decimal places here. Then 11 over 100. 198, write the reciprocal of this with the multiplication sign, 100 over 11. 198 divided by 11, that is 18. 18 into 100, 1,800. Right? You can follow the other method also. Right? 1,980 divided by, then 3 decimal places. Then you can write here, what is here? 11 over 1,000. So write the reciprocal, 1,980 into 1,000 over 11. So divide this is by this, then how much? 18, this 0, 180. That one into 1,000, 180,000 is the answer here. Let's go to the question number 19. What is the question number 19? Dividing a decimal number by another decimal number. Dividing a decimal number by another decimal number. 3.72 divided by 1.2. Then both are decimals. So don't worry, 2 decimal places here. Then denominator contain 2 zeros. Then 372 over the line and then below the line 100. Divide by 12 over the line below the line 10. 372 over 100, write the reciprocal 10 over 12. Now cancel out. How many 12s are here? 1 12. How many 12s are here? 3, 1, 31. Then cancel out this 0 and this 0. 31 divided by 10. Then 3.1. 0.648. Then denominator contain how many zeros? 3 zeros. Then 648 over the line, below the line 1054, then below the line 10. Now multiply this thing. Here division sign is here. With the multiplication sign, you have to write the reciprocal 10 over 54. Cancel out this 0 and this 0. 648 divide by 54. That is 12. 12 divided by 100. So how many decimal places move in this side? 0.12. Except doing like this, I forget to tell you 3.72 divided by 1.2. Now here we want to remove these 2 decimal places, but here 1. So maximum number of decimal places we want to remove. This is by 100. If you multiply numerator by 100, denominator also you have to multiply it by 100. 372 over 2 places, no? It means it is moving 1, 2, 120. Right? Then 372 divided by 120 is mean 120, 120, 120, 363 point, then 1. Right? 3.1 is the answer here. Then this one also same procedure you can follow. Here 0.648 divided by 5.4. Then here maximum decimal is 1000. So decimal places is 1000. Then from the maximum decimal places are 3. So to remove you have to multiply it by 1000 over the line. Then below the line also you have to multiply it by 1000. At 648. When remove the decimal places, move into right hand side. Divide by 1, 2, 3. 5400. Then you will get the answer 0.12. You can select any method, right? If you prefer this one, if not this one. Next question. 0.8. Here, 1 decimal place. So, you can write denominator 1 0. 8 over 10 divide by 16 over, here also 1 decimal place, then denominator 10. 8 over 10 into 10 over 16, cancel out 1, here 2. Half is mean 0.5. 0.5. Question number 20. 0.8 divided by 1.6, like the same sum we have done it earlier. 16.8 divided by 0.07, 1 decimal place here, then 168 over the line, 2 zeros below the line, divide by 7 over here, also 2 decimal places at the denominator, 2 zeros is mean 100. 168 over 100 multiplied by the reciprocal 100 over 7. Cancel out this 100 and this 100. 168 divided by 7. How many 7s here? 2. 14, 2. 2 remaining 28. 4 are here. Ne? Seven. How many 7s really? 168 here, right? Right, 7, there are 2. 28, 4. Yeah, answer is 24 here. Even the same sum, 16.8, 0.07. You can remove the decimal places. This is by 10. This maximum decimal places is 100. So this is by 100. This is also by 100. Then 168 divided by 7. So then 24. This method also. Right. This thing 193.3. One decimal place 193. 1933 over the line. 10. 10 below the line is mean 10. Divide by 63 over the line. 10 here also because why? One decimal place 10. 1933 over the line. Here 10 below the line. Multiply 10 over 63. Cancel out over the line and below the line. Then divide and see here. Divisible by 63. 1933 divisible by 63. 1933. There are 3. 3 times 63. How many? 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 6, 80. Subtract. 13, subtract 9, 4, 0. Then 43 don't have, right? 0, then 430, it is nearly about 6. 6 times 63. 6 times 3, 18, 1 remaining. 6 times 6, 36 and 1, 37. Then subtract, 10 subtract 8, 2. 10 subtract 8, 2. 12 subtract 7, 5. 520 may be about 8. 8 times 3. 24, 2 remaining. 8 times 3, 24, 2 remaining. 8 times 6, 48 and 250. Remaining 16. It is recurring again and again. So I will write the answer is 30.68. Right. I think you feel decimal is easy, right? Hereafter, while you are doing the decimal numbers, you can follow these methods. So it will be easy for you to do the simplifications. That you must be familiar with any method here, right? Which means you must have an understand about that. 21. Then 21. 19.43 divided by 6.7. Then 2 decimal places. So 1943 over the line, below the line 100, 6.7 over the line 67, below the line 10. Now 1943 over 100, sorry, I have done a mistake, here division sign. Then with the multiplication sign 10 over 67. Now divide 1943 by 67. Nearly there are 9. Cancel out this and this. Sorry, 29 are there. I just divide long division method and see 67. Here 67, 494. There are 2. 2 times 7, 14. 1 remaining. 2 times 6, 18 and 1, 19. 1943 divided by 67. Straightly there are 9. Right? 1020. 20 are there. 1943. 943 divided by 67. Yeah, that is 29 are there straightly. 2. 2 times x 12 and 1 30. 0 60 603. 9 times 7 63 6 remaining. 9 times 6 54 and 660. Yeah, correct. 29 is there straightly. The same one here also. So here also we can write 1943 below the line. 4 zeros, then 10,000. You can write divide by 67 over the line, below the line 10. Now you can write, because 4 decimal places, 4 zeros below the line. 1943, 10,000 into 10 over 67. Here then 29, cancel out this and this. 29 divided by 1000. It means 1 decimal, 2 decimal, 3 decimal places toward the left hand side, 0.029. And you can write the next one. 1.943 divided by 0.067. So you can write here 1.943 over the line. So you can write here 943,000 divided by 0.067, 67 over the line. Here also 1000. 1943. Write the reciprocal of this 1000 over 67. Then you can write 29, cancel out, answer is 29 here. 22. What is the 22? You can multiply 7.18, 2 decimal places forward, right? When multiplying, that is increasing. Moving the decimal place toward the right hand side, then 718. Here also, just multiply, then separate the decimal places. 4 times 3, 12, 1 remaining. 4 times 9, 36. Separate the decimal places here. How many decimal places? 1, 2. 36.12. Again multiply. 4 times 3, 12, 1 remaining. 4 times 9, 36. Yeah. 7 times 9, 63, 6 remaining. 7 times 1, 7. 700 again. 10.9 by 7. 7 times 9, 63. 6 remaining. 7 times 1, 7. 7.63. So you can write the answer, 1 decimal place separate, 76.3. Next question, 23. Has already multiplied and gave the answer here. 28 into 43. 1204. Again, I will check. 3 times 8, 24. 2 remaining. 2 times 3, 6 and 2, 4. 28, 43, 3. 3 times 8, 24, 2 remaining, 3 times 2, 6, 6 and 2, 8, 4 times 8, 32, 3 remaining, 4 times 2, 8 and 3. 4, 10, 1 remaining, 1 because I recheck because sometimes if this is a wrong answer, right, that's a 1204, right, 1204, 1204. So what you have to do is now separate the decimal places here. At the first one, how many decimal places? Count the decimal places. Here 1 decimal place. And here 1 altogether 2. 1, 2 decimal places separate, 12.04 is the answer. Here 1, 2 decimal places. Here also 2 altogether 4 decimal 1, 2. 12.04. Now check here 2 decimal places 1, 2, 12.04. Right, like that you can separate the decimal places. 23rd one. Right, write down this. Then we'll go to the 24th one. 24th, 188 divide by 32. So straightly you can write the answer here. 18.8 divided by 3.2. It means answer given 5,875. 5,875. 5,875. 1 decimal, altogether 2. Here also 1 decimal, here 2 decimal, altogether 3 decimal places. So here separate 2 decimal places, 58.75. Yes. 1 decimal, here also 1 decimal. Right, here 3 decimal places, 1, 2, 3, 5.875. Here 3 decimal places, so 5.875. According to the decimal places, you can separate it. 1 altogether 3 here. Here also 3 decimal places. Here 2 decimal places. 25. The price of a book is 47.25. How many books can be brought for 425.25 rupees? Then you can write number of books equals 425.25 divided by 47.25. So you can follow the same 2 methods, 425.25 divided by 47.25. So this is by 100. This is also by 100. Then 42,525 divided by 4,725. Then if you follow the long division, you will get the answer here. 9. If you divide this is by this, that is answer is 9 here. Answer is 9. Question number, this situation like this, you can follow the long division. You can simplify over the line, below the line as much as possible. Then after that, follow the long division. Next question, question number 26. The area of the rectangular sheet is 87.6 square centimeter. You know that area equals length into breadth. Here given here breadth is given, you have to find the length. Then you have to find the length equals area divided by breadth. It means area 87.6 square centimeter divided by 1.2 centimeter. Then 876, that is mean this is multiplied by 87.6 multiplied by 10. and 1.2 multiplied by 10, then you can write 876 divided by 12. Then 876 divided by 12, what is the answer? Answer is 87. How many 12s are there? There are 7. Then remaining 36, right? 36, there are 73 centimeters. Next question, question number, 26 part 2. How many pipes length? 2.4 meter length each are required to construct a pipeline of 720 meters. Then you have to divide here number of pipelines equals 720 meter divided by 2.4 meter. So you want to remove the decimal here, one decimal, 720 by 10, then 2.4, that is also into 10, then 7,200 divided by 24. Then how many 12s here? 2. How many 12s are here? 6. 600 divided by 2. That is 300. Answer is 300 pipelines. That's all about our session. I already have completed 26 sums here. So then now I am going to finish the session. After this, I am going to send you the Google Form paper around 7 o'clock. Please complete it and submit it to me before 8 o'clock. That is really compulsory. I like to see your marks. I want to check whether you have understand the lesson. To evaluate this lesson only, I am doing that Google Form paper. Right. Okay, then I will finish the session. Bye, everybody.